All right, what's up, guys? A couple days later now, June 13th. Officially 8 weeks out. The photos from last video were actually from 9 weeks out. And then it was the day later on Saturday that I became 8 weeks out, sent in my check-ins. Just got an email back from my coach last night. And I got exactly what I wanted to get done. He said it's time to pick out a show. I shaved for the first time. And it's getting exciting, you know, it's getting real. 8 weeks out, when you think about it, it's still 2 months, but you know, that just gives me plenty of time to get ready. So the show that I'm looking at is the Europa Phoenix, which is in Arizona, in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I really want to do that show, mainly because I got a couple friends that live in Arizona that I'd really like to come, you know, just see and have them come out and see me. And two, it's also a pro show. It's the Europa Pro, the Europa Phoenix Pro. So that means there's going to be a big expo there. There's going to be some big name bodybuilders I'm a huge fan of that I'm going to get to see, and it's just going to be exciting. I think the biggest highlight, though, to be honest, so far, since the contest is so far away, is actually the shaving. I have not seen my body without hair for a long time, and I'll throw those photos up so you guys can take a look. And you know, it was I don't know if surreal is the right word, but it was an experience for sure. One, just going through the initial shave and then putting like an off-brand nair on afterwards. And I put it on a second time, actually, even though they say not to do it twice within 72 hours, excuse me, because I don't know, I guess it's bad for your skin. Luckily my skin, you know, took it pretty well. The only kind of, you know, irritating place I had was on my nipple. But it was just, I don't know, it was just weird, you know. I mean, for those of you who know me personally, I mean, this has been a long-ass journey for me. So, you know, from being overweight and stuff, and so to shave and actually have something there underneath was super cool. I mean, I have never seen one of my abs before, ever. I had no idea what my abs looked like. I used to say, you know, like, for all I know, my abs could be triangles. But I shaved, and there's two constantly. There's always a constant 2-pack. In the right lighting, I can get a 4-pack. And if I get the really right lighting, I can kind of squeeze out the start of a 6-pack. So that's like fucking awesome for me. Just exciting, you know. And the rest of my body just looks totally different too. Like my legs, like I've just never seen myself hairless. So anyways, that was the highlight. You know, something else I wanted to talk about today is kind of like my why, or like, what is this? Why am I doing this? And I kind of touched on it a little bit previously about how it's really one of the only things I believe that you're truly controlling. You know, like, no matter what else is going on in your life, you're always in control of your activity level and what's going in your mouth and just your overall health. You know, I mean, drinking is a choice, smoking is a choice, going to the gym is a choice, eating chicken breast and rice is a choice, you know. And so it's about, you know, making those healthier choices. And it's also really about just the constant challenge and progression against yourself, because it's so easy to get complacent, and it's so easy to just like feel comfortable, and it's really hard to start. And you know, something that I see in others around me is they think too much. And I think a lot of people, including myself, would make the argument that I probably think too little. But there are some people who, you know, they're thinking about every minute detail. They want to know the ins and outs of absolutely everything before they even start, before they even try to do the thing. And I think a really good example of that is people who go on Facebook or go on YouTube or wherever their primary information source is, and they look to other people to find out how to lose weight, how to get in shape, how to train. And while all of that stuff is a great resource and it should be utilized, except for maybe Facebook, but it's all a great resource, and there's plenty of great information on there, until you actually get in to the gym or get into the kitchen and like actually, you know, do something on your own and kind of play around with it, you're not going to get anywhere. And I see it even outside the gym and outside of fitness, even just in life. Like, I mean, I'm only 22 years old, almost 23, but I think it's fair to say like I've had a good amount of life experience just in terms of my job experiences. Like I've done real estate and car sales in the past. I work with my dad at a medical facility, and that's just a blessing. That's not anything that I had to do special. But you know, I always tried to put myself out there and outside my comfort zone. And you know, wrapping back to the point, that's kind of what this is about, is like always pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, always being hungry, always wanting more, never wanting complacency. And that's what this is about, alongside the, you know, self-progression of you know, and the ability to be disciplined and be in control. So anyways, on my way now to train a client and you know, bust her ass. We're doing a lower body day for her today, and it's a little unusual for me typically, just because I tend to stick with the bodybuilding clientele, not for any particular reason, just aside from that's just what I like. Is specifically bodybuilding, specifically men's bodybuilding. But you know, it's really refreshing to work with a female client, especially one that actually listens. That's a huge deal. It's hilarious to me when people hire a trainer or hire a coach, and you know, you send them the plan, and and they're shocked at like what the plan is. I'm asking, you know, I'm expecting you to eat relatively healthy and do consistent exercise, and then it's like this surprise Pikachu face, like, oh my god, I actually have to do that? I thought I'd just pay you and the shit happens. Like, no, like you still gotta put the work in, you know? So it's just good to see somebody who, despite not being a bodybuilder and not wanting to live the bodybuilding lifestyle, is still willing to put in the work to achieve the results that she wants. And you know, and there's a lot of people who think that, you know, chicken breast and rice, or chicken and potato, or eggs and, I don't know, broccoli, I don't know, whatever, you know, is reserved strictly for bodybuilders. And while it is, I would make the argument that that very specific clean diet is the optimal way to train a bodybuilder for a show, you know, I wouldn't have this client eating chicken and rice day in and day out, or steak and rice, or, you know, I mean, she's got different goals. So, you know, you got to be a little realistic with what you're expecting. All right, guys, I'll catch up with you.